It's the 64 Showcase! Hello everybody, it's me, your good friend Sparky, and welcome once again to the 64 Showcase featuring Mario Party and the Mario Party CPU Tournament. We're gonna be jumping right into round 2. And this time, round 2 will feature Luigi and Donkey Kong. If I could get over to him, there he is, Donkey Kong. And they will be going up against the losers of round 1, Princess Peach and Wario. So those two still have a chance to make it to the final round where they will face off against Mario and Yoshi. Of course, computers will be set to hard. And as for what map we're going to be going to Peach's birthday cake. Picked at random, but picked from the pool of characters participating in this round. That's alright. And we're going 20 turns. Seems fine to me. Welcome to Peach's birthday cake. Magical and delicious looking. Honestly, this probably is one of my favorite boards in the game. It's got some interesting gimmicks to it, which we'll explain as we get to them. Welcome everybody, I'm your guide, Koopa Troopa. Today there's a party. This is the top of a big birthday cake and it looks delicious. But it just doesn't have enough decorations. Everybody add more decorations to the cake and help finish it. Use strawberries to decorate it with something good may happen. So the plot of the Yoshi board, Yoshi's Tropical Island, was that there was a Yoshi trapped on an island surrounded by whirlpools in desperate need of being rescued. The story of this board is that we need to decorate a cake. Bit of a stark difference in narrative there, wouldn't you think? Anyway, I gotta hit the block for Luigi, and I got a 7, not bad. First is Peach. Going second's Luigi. Third is DK. And last is Wario. That'll be the turn order. Everyone gets 10 coins. And just gotta jump in and change the settings quick. Oh, after this. Let me show you where to find the first star. Toad, as usual, you need to give him 20 coins to get a star. And on this board, Toad always stays in the same place. And that revolves around one of the board's gimmicks, which, like I said, we'll explain when we get to it. Anyway, now, jump in quick and change the settings. Luigi to CPU. Minigame settings, don't use the explanations. Save settings, let's save after every turn, just in case. Message settings. I wanted to switch it to slow, but I think I'm gonna keep it at normal. I don't want it to take up too much time. Plus, I got most of the basic explanations of the game out in the first round, so it should be fine. Happening spaces on Peach's birthday cake. There are a lot of them. You can't actually trigger them until you have enough coins, though. You need 30 coins in order to even get them to truly activate. But because there are so many happening spaces, it can make what kind of minigames show up and who gets the happening star at the end of the game. It can make that all a bit chaotic, which is something I kind of like. It makes it more unpredictable. Let's see. Oh, we got Castaways, 4-player game. We've already got that one. But yeah. I'm not sure if I did mention it, but when you get a happening space, at the end of a round, it'll randomly change you to either red or blue, as if you would have gotten a blue space or if you got a red space. And with so many happening spaces, it can make the type of minigames you encounter in this particular board very random. You could probably end up getting a lot of 1 versus 3 or 2v2 games. Though we ended up getting a lot of 1 versus 3 without a lot of happening spaces in the first board. So I don't know if it's gonna make too much of a difference in comparison, but It does make things a tad more unpredictable, which is something I like in Mario Party. At its core, Mario Party is typically pretty chaotic and hard to keep track of, so, you know. It's all in good fun, though. Oh no! Peach had a sad reaction, which means she didn't get any coins, it looks like. Luigi got a nice solid 16, taking the lead. Though Donkey Kong isn't too far behind. And Peach very slowly making her way towards her goal. Luigi, too, getting another happening space. Well, that's already 2 for those two. I'm pretty sure even if you don't actually activate the event, landing on the happening space still counts towards your number of happening spaces. Wario, almost to the star, does not quite have enough coins. And Crane Game is our mini-game. I was gonna say, Crane Game's probably not gonna help him too much, but Princess Peach is probably gonna go for Luigi, if I had to guess. Oh, no, it looks like she's going for the treasure chest, which will grant her 10 coins. I guess it makes sense. Actually, Crane Game this early in the game doesn't make that much of a difference, because the prize for getting a player is 1/3 of their coins, and none of them had enough coins to beat the treasure chest prize. So Princess Peach gets 10 in this regard. You don't usually see Crane Game where they actually go for the basic prizes that often. But I guess it's just circumstantial. Another happening for Peach. Luigi getting a 6. Landing right next to Wario. Right on the same space as Wario. Another happening. Nothing happening. And Wario gets a warp block. It would have been hilarious if he warped with Luigi. It looks like he's not quite there yet. Next up, Mushroom Mix-Up. This is... which one? Oh, this one, yes. This minigame, Mushroom Mix-Up here, was always one of my all-time favorites. Up in the corner, Toad will hold up a flag, and the players have to make their way to the color mushroom that he holds... the color mushroom of the colored flag he holds up. And if they don't get to it, they sink down into the water, and they lose. And as the game goes on, it gradually gets faster and faster. Oh no, Luigi fell off! It can be difficult to all scatter onto one mushroom when there's 4 players around, but it does get gradually... Oh, Peach bouncing off of Wario's head. It does it gradually easier to stay on the mushrooms when there's less players, but... oh dear. And Wario's fat body blocks DK. Eventually that game ends up going absurdly fast. It is quite ridiculous. But anyway, we're moving onward to the next round of turns. Princess Peach still getting some lower rolls. Luigi makes his way to this junction. This is the main gimmick of the board, the Flower Lottery. There are 4 seeds to pick from. You have to pay a mandatory 10 coins. And the seed will either lead you to Toad, or it'll lead you to Bowser. There are 3 Toad seeds, and there's 1 Bowser seed in each batch of 4 seeds. And because of... and Donkey Kong just got a warp block and switched places with Wario. Isn't that exactly what happened on Wario's turn? Anyway, because of the Flower Lottery being a mandatory payment, technically you need 30 coins in order to get to and get a star. Wario doesn't even have the luxury of going to see Toad. He got the Bowser seed, and now he has to go see Bowser. Over here on the Desert of Doom. Poor Wario. But that's how the dice rolls, I guess. We got Grab Bag, okay. We saw this one, everyone's gonna be stealing each other's coins. Oh yeah, this The flower lottery on this board in particular does kind of have a theme of what's important in this board, and that's managing your coins. You need 10 coins to get to the star, you need 20 coins to buy the star, and the happening spaces surrounding the board also involve your coins. So it's all about saving up enough money and spending your coins in the right place at the right time. Because if you don't have a lot of coins on this board, you're not going to get very far in the standings. Because of that, I think this board tends to be a fairly low scoring one. But if you get a lot of crazy stuff going all at once in this particular board, you can end up with quite the game of Mario Party. The happening spaces also add to that. Oh my, Princess Peach robbing everyone blind in that minigame. Now, unfortunately, Luigi does not have enough coins to get the star. But Princess Peach most likely will. The Bowser seed from this batch of seeds was picked, so the only remaining seeds are Toad seeds. So Princess Peach gets to go see Toad, and I think she just does have enough to get to him too. Yep. Princess Peach claims the first star. Very nice. I do forget what I was saying earlier. I got interrupted by the results of Grab Bag. Princess Peach gets to roll again. Oh, and she gets a plus block, which is very helpful on this board because of the whole money management thing. Another warp block, Luigi escapes back for a chance to gather up enough coins to get a star from Toad, but he warps with Donkey Kong, who doesn't get enough to get to Toad, but now he definitely has enough coins to grab a star of his own. And Wario gets to see Bowser. He doesn't have enough coins to buy whatever Bowser's selling, so Bowser just takes all his stuff. Oh well. And hey, we've got a 2 versus 2 minigame. I think this is the first one we've seen so far. I don't remember if there was a 2v2 game on the first board, but we've got Deep Sea Divers, which is kind of a much bigger version of the other diving 4-player game. It is a much larger battlefield, and you have to work in pairs, since it's a 2v2 minigame. One player dives, going for treasure chests, and the other one is up in the boat reeling them in. Much like the other diving game, there are different chest sizes, and the different chests have more coins in them. The big one, there's only one big one, and that one has 10 coins in it, I'm pretty sure. I forget what the other ones have. But typically, this is a coin collecting game, so there's not really a loser unless you don't get any chests. Your character in the water can drown, so you have to reel them in quickly if you're managing the fishing line up there. But typically there's no real loser, you're always ending up with coins in this game. But whoever gets that big chest at the bottom will usually get the most. And there's the last chest. Let's see what the results are. 16 coins for Luigi and Wario. But a decent amount for Peach and Donkey Kong as well. Princess Peach rolling an 8. Still can't trigger that happening space. Luigi with a slow block, not getting anywhere with that. But he gets to roll again. And a 4, which does get him to the flower lottery, not quite to Toad yet though. Only one seed left, Luigi doesn't have much of a choice here. But the last seed is a Toad seed, so Luigi will be moving on to getting his star, unless another warp block shows up. Warp blocks do seem very prevalent this time around. Donkey Kong, plenty of coins to grab his first star. Very nice. in the blue space. Wario has to go back to the junction, and after all 4 seeds are bought, the flower lottery does reset, so Wario actually does have a chance to get stuck back on Bowser's Island, but nope. Bowser's Dessert, rather. The Dessert of Doom, as I called it. Wario does make it to Toad, but unless they get a minigame where he can get a lot of coins, he doesn't look like he's going to be getting a star this time around. And Bombs Away. Bombs Away is not a good coin for getting a good coin for getting minigames. A good minigame for getting coins. It has the standard 10 coin prize. Basically, all you're doing here is avoiding getting shot by cannonballs and getting knocked off the very tippy, unstable island. Poor Luigi didn't stand much of a chance there. So the last 3 are holding on. I do forget. Oh, Wario at the last second slips off. But Peach and Donkey Kong both manage to get a victory, which means they both get 10 coins. Princess Peach seems to be the leader this time around right now. Though it is still early, it's difficult to tell. Princess Peach has enough coins, which means she does get to actually trigger the happening space. And she didn't take it. Basically, what happens there, once you have 30 coins and you land on a happening space, you can plant a seed, a strawberry, as they call it, I think. And that seed sprouts into something special, which hopefully we'll get to see. Luigi getting his first star. And everyone but Wario is on the board with a star right now. Wario, unfortunately, does not have enough coins to get one. Oh, we got a chance time. So, depending on how this goes, Wario may end up actually getting enough coins. We'll have to see. We got Luigi. Donkey Kong. And, oh, 30 coins to Luigi. Don't think he has quite 30. 28. That's still a lot of coins to lose, though. Donkey Kong ending up messing himself up. And that gives Luigi quite a significant amount of coins. On this board, coins are indeed the key to victory. And if you manage to get a really decent coin lead, you can end up basically controlling the whole game. Oh my, a hidden block! Hidden blocks will show up occasionally, and they will randomly have an encounter with Boo, Koopa, or Bowser inside it. In this case, it was Boo, who is not actually on this board. I wasn't sure last time if there were boards without Boo, but Peach's birthday cake is one of them. I don't remember if there's another, but he is definitely not here anywhere.
Ready? Go!
Let's see, we got Running of the Bulb, and let's see if our CPU friends can work together in order to gather up some more coins. Oh dear. Oh, Wario has stolen the light bulb from Peach while he was possessed. Oh, somebody punched Donkey Kong. Remember, the only way you can stop someone from being possessed is to punch them. That's why the events in the movie Exorcist happened the way they were. There was not enough punching in that movie. You've got a possessed little girl on your hands, just reel back and punch him. Don't punch little girls. Please don't punch little girls. I shouldn't have said that. Don't punch little girls. I'm just joking. It's not a good thing. I don't even think if someone's possessed, punching them would work that well. In the world of Mario, yes, but in real life, where people get possessed by ghosts all the time, punching probably is not the solution. Anyway, punching people aside, everyone made it to the end. They all get their 10 coins. Now, both Peach and Luigi are at the 40 mark. And Wario is actually up there. There's the little Yoshi guy in the corner. I got confused. Peach and Luigi doing both pretty well in the coins department. Wario himself seems to be catching back up after coming down the Toadway with nothing. Off to our next minigame already. Platform Peril. Pretty sure we got this last board. Yeah. Yeah, we did. This is a minigame where there's some extra coin grabbing opportunities, though. Looks like Luigi got that money bag. Oh, and Princess Peach falls off. DK gets an extra coin. The minigames where you can get extra coins are your friend on this board. You want to try to look out for those and do the best on them you can. This one, there's not a huge opportunity for more money, but it's there. Even though Luigi and Donkey Kong didn't finish, they do get the coins that they collected on the platforms, though. I don't know if you get to keep the coins you collect if you fall off. I think you do. This 10 coin bonus with Koopa Troopa also comes in handy, too. Princess Peach is doing pretty well, coin-wise now. Luigi is not too far behind. And we've got another happening space. Luigi has enough coins. Will he take it? No, he is refusing once again to plant a seed. I hope they actually plant the seeds, because I'd like to talk about what they do. I feel like Wario might, since he has no stars. Oh, we got a warp block. Warping past the Koopa Troopa bonus. Oh dear. Poor Wario does not get that extra 10 coins and sets Princess Peach up for getting more coins. We've got Slot Card Derby. Already had this game, not too much to say. Princess Peach wipes out at the beginning. But will that be enough to take her out of the race altogether? This game can be pretty neck and neck at points. I believe there's one more lap to go. And Donkey Kong with a significant lead. Doing well, and he's got bananas on his cart. I never noticed that. He's a bananas kind of guy. Kind of gorilla. It is a Peach start. Getting herself another happening space. She does have a lot of coins at this point, so she might... No? Still no. I guess just it doesn't seem worth it to them. Luigi, blue space. Donkey Kong. Getting a 10. And Donkey Kong also hitting that 30 mark, which means all of them can get the happening spaces at this point. Let's see what Wario does. Wario does indeed plant a seed, which sprouts into a piranha plant. A very pretty flower. So what the piranha plants do is now whoever steps on that happening space has a chance of having their star stolen from them. If they step on that happening space while they've got a star, the piranha plant will steal it and give it to the person who planted it. And we got a new minigame here, another 2v2. Is this the first 2v2? I don't remember. 2 versus 2 minigame. I don't remember if this is the first one. Handcar Havoc. Got to work together to steer around the curves and you don't fall off into the lava. This one tends to be a pretty close race if you've got good cooperation on your team. If you're not both pumping the handbar and making the turns together, though, you can fall off pretty easily. Looks like Luigi and Donkey Kong just barely pull out a victory there. And Luigi taking the coin lead, taking the lead overall. But yes, the piranha plants count as a one-time star steal. Whoever lands on that happening space has a chance to have their precious star stolen from them. And looks like Princess Peach is going for one as well. She's got 29 coins left over. That's a pretty good time to do that. Luigi's turn, rolling an 8. Getting his 10 coin bonus. Very nice. Ooh, almost lands on that happening space. Princess Peach just laid down. Luigi's got a ton of coins, so of course he's going to plant one as well. And this is where the main threat of this board comes in. Once a lot of these piranha plants are set up, stars start swapping back and forth pretty frequently. So it's less about collecting a lot of stars yourself and trying to set up enough traps where you gather all the stars that everyone else has. And at 30 coins a pop, it also ties into the money management in this particular board. We've got another new minigame, Bash and Cash. I think that's what this one's called. I wasn't paying attention. This one works a lot like Grab Bag, except it is a 1 versus 3 game. The 3 players go around with hammers and whack the person who's stuck in the Bowser suit and try to steal all of their money. And poor Luigi had a good amount to steal. They don't all get to share the money that they gather, though. Whoever grabs the bag ends up getting the prize. So even though the 3 players are working together to try and steal money, it's still just as much of a competition between the 3 with the hammers. Poor Luigi, 25 coins gone. And Princess Peach gets a bunch of them.